Start talking if that's okay. It says it's recording on Zoom. We're nailing it. I'm so proud of our technology tonight, Steph. Okay, so welcome everybody. We're so glad you're here. Whether you're watching this recording on Instagram, whether you're watching this on Steph's Instagram or Zoom, however you're consuming this content, we're really glad you're here. We are going to be sharing a little bit this evening about why now is a great time to jump in as a Beautycounter brand advocate. And I don't know if you know this about us, but we really like Beautycounter, and we also really like sharing this job with people. So I'm excited to get to share some things with you. Steph and I have been doing this together for a long time, and I'm not gonna lie, we're kind of a dream team. So I'm pumped that you're here to learn from both of us at the same time, and that you're spending your Thursday evening with us. So please write down any questions that you have. Whether you're watching this on Instagram, send it to us in a DM. If you're watching this on Zoom, please reach out to whoever invited you and say, hey, I had this question, or you can save them for me and Steph at the end and you can type them in the chat. If you type them in the chat right now, no guarantee that we will see it, but we will come back around and try and read through the comments. So say hi if you're here. We'd love to know who's watching. And I'm going to let Steph take it away. She is an amazing human being. And if you don't know her, I'm really glad that you're about to get to know her for a little bit.
Wow, friends, new friends, old friends. I'm glad you're here. Since we are popping on, we didn't talk about this, but maybe Abby, we should tell people how we know each other, because
we should.
I think this is just like a fun, thing. So Abby and I know each other because Abby was taking care of the children at Bible study for my church. And my son was 4 at the time, and he literally refused to go into the room.
Would not even speak to me.
He would tell me every single time, Mom, those are babies in that room. They're babies. And so he would sit at the table with a Avengers coloring book with the homeschool kids that were like doing their schoolwork. But through that all, Abby was pregnant with Hadley, and I fell in love with her instantly, wanted to be her friend. And just as a mom that was like a couple seasons ahead of Abby, I feel like I just instantly wanted to reach out to her and encourage her in her motherhood journey. So I feel like that was kind of how we connected. Yeah. And the Beautycounter stuff came later. She'll be able to share part of that as her story. Definitely. I'm going to pause it right there and let her tell the rest of it. But that was how we initially got to know each other. And we don't go to the same church. It was just she had gotten it through RTS, which is where her husband went to seminary. So the Lord is just working lots of things out in life. And I'm so grateful that he brought us together, because you have been a phenomenal friend to me. Love you, Abby.
I have mascara. Don't make me cry.
So that's how we met. If I have never met you before, my name's Stephanie Robnett, and I'm an executive director with Beautycounter, live in Charlotte, North Carolina, with my husband, Charlie, my 2 precious little people who are not so little anymore, and my dog child. Abby will get offended if I leave out my dog child, Paisley. So that's me. My story, when did I join Beautycounter? Why did I join Beautycounter? I joined 6 years ago to this date. So August is when I joined Beautycounter, and I really just wanted the discount. I was a stay-at-home mom. I was not looking for a job. Life was insane. My husband was having chronic back pain at that time. It put a lot of extra on me. We were moving states that year, and it was just not a good time to start a business. But I wanted the discount. I wanted to make it more affordable for my family. And I initially just wanted to earn back my investment. I got a bunch of products because I wanted to try them, to be able to speak honestly about them, and was able to make that investment back quickly. And what I found on the other side of that was that I loved helping people feel beautiful in a bold lipstick. I loved helping women learn to take care of their skin. Loved helping women build a business. And so that's why I'm here today still, is that I love all of those things. I love the products. I love my discount. I love helping others. And I love being a part of a mission that is doing good in the business space. And so that's why I'm here. Abby, tell us a little bit about your story.
Yeah, so I'm Abby. If you're coming from Steph's Instagram or from over on Zoom, I'm a senior director with Beautycounter, and I've been doing this gig for 4 years, which is really crazy to think about. Like Steph said, when she and I met, I was pregnant with Hadley, who is now 4.5, and I was a nanny before I was pregnant with her. And I'm not gonna lie, I made pretty darn good money. And once I had her, I immediately knew that I did not want to go back to work as a nanny. I was like already overwhelmed with taking care of a baby for the first time. Like she said, I was a first time mom and was like, how am I supposed to care for another child on top of this? Also, another child that I won't love as much as I love my own kids. So I was looking for something that I could do from home. Steph also shared my husband was in seminary. So we had one income and it was mine. So basically, me not working was not an option in any way, shape, or form. And this is what I sort of stumbled on by meeting Stephanie at this Bible study. They threw me a little mini baby shower. And the way Stephanie tells the story is that she remembered on the way out the door that she was going to a Bible study. And she said, oh, shoot, or going to a baby shower. And she said, oh, shoot, I need to toss something into a bag for this pregnant lady who I barely know. And she tossed in a Beautycounter baby balm or baby wash. And it was a baby wash. And I didn't know anything about Beautycounter at the time, other than that it was a clean company. And I was like, done. This will be my baby's baby wash. Like I didn't buy any other baby wash. I was just grateful to have something that was clean for Hadley. And then I started following Steph on Instagram. And if you know Steph, she shares so authentically. And so I hate to say like normally, but I just felt like the way that she shared everything was so normal and genuine and authentic. And the way she shared Beautycounter didn't make me feel icky. And that was something I was really worried about, was coming off as like icky or being like that girl. I hear that a lot. I don't want to be that girl. I didn't want to be that girl either, but I was watching Stephanie share and I was like, I can do that. Like I keep telling her, I'm really grateful it was Beautycounter that you were selling, because I probably would have signed up to do anything that you were doing. But I'm really grateful it was Beautycounter and that I jumped in. For me, it was 100% about the income. I needed a job. I needed money. I loved the products. Stephanie came and dropped off a big box of things for me to try. And I tried Dew Skin and the cleansing balm. And I told my husband like that day, I was like, oh no, I think I have to join this company. And I guess I'm going to start selling skincare, when I had previously washed my face like maybe once in my entire life. So it was quite a leap for me. I'm not by nature a skincare guru or anything, but it turned out fantastically. And this has been my job for 4 years. And now I get to coach and mentor other women along the way. And it would just be a privilege to share that opportunity with you. So like I said, please DM us questions. If you're watching this, we are open books. I sent Stephanie, not an exaggeration, like 27 interview questions and asked her, I really, really did. I asked her how she felt about all these things. I asked her if she felt like she could be a mentor to me in life and in Beautycounter and as a mom. And I took it really seriously. And I was honored by how seriously she took it. And that is still how seriously I take this job and how seriously I take you considering jumping in to do this with us. So please know that we are all of the available and we'll be really honest. We're both open books and we'll give you the real all the time. So I don't want to talk for 19 hours. That is Stephanie and I's like major downfall, is that we're both a little bit chatty. So we're going to try not to be here until midnight. So Steph, I would love to hear what you feel like the advantages of joining right now are. I know that you mentioned you joined for the discount. Are there any discounts that are happening right now?
Yes. So I think that's the perfect question. I am a discount girl through and through, and that was why I joined Beautycounter. That was what drew me in. I really joke that I didn't realize I was starting a business, because I didn't. I really just wanted to make it more affordable for my family. So, some of the perks of being a brand advocate. So you're going to get 25% off your products. Always.
Hola.
25% off your products. Say what? So I love that, because I can like have all of the things and not feel bad about it. And so 25% off is like my favorite perk. My next favorite perk is that we earn commission off of our sales. So when someone shops your personalized shopping link, you earn commission off of that. Abby's going to get into the details of the numbers of that later. But we have room for you at Beautycounter, whether you are selling to your mom and your sister and your neighbor, and that's maybe all you want to sell to, or if you're wanting to, build a bigger business and have 100 customers by the end of the year, wherever you are in that spectrum, like, we have space for you here. We want you here. We also, one of the amazing perks as a consultant is that 4 times a year, we can create a shopping link for our customers to shop, and we earn half off and free Beautycounter products. Now, this is where I mean, it's awesome. I love it so much. I usually create a link during a Beautycounter sale, and I stock up on my products for my clients or for myself or for my family or for gifting throughout the year. And so I love, love, love that perk. And then also Beautycounter does such a good job of giving us incentives throughout the year. So, they sent me like a cutie little visor this summer.
I wish I had mine. I would totally go show
mine is in the
visor.
other room. I just got an email from Beautycounter today. I earned a big tote. Abby did too.
Yes,
a big, beautiful tote that I'm super excited about. They sent me products that I can earn as a part of sales incentives. And so Beautycounter really does a really good job of offering many, many things sprinkled in throughout the year. So those are the main perks. And obviously the bigger perk is being a part of a brand that's advocating for safer products for all. And so I love that, we're getting to have all of these things for ourselves, but that my hope is that I'm also changing the conversation for the generations to come too.
Yeah.
So Abby, you mentioned that you joined Beautycounter. You actually knew you were starting a business. Yeah. And that you joined Beautycounter for kind of the income opportunity. So can you share a little bit about the opportunity that you still see 4 years later?
Yeah, 100%. That is the only reason that I joined. And honestly, it's the reason I'm still doing Beautycounter. There is an enormous business opportunity here and a ton of income potential. Right now, Steph was saying that I would talk a little bit about the numbers. So right now, in the month of August, they are offering for new consultants basically a bump in our baseline commission. And Steph, can you correct me if I'm wrong? Is it for the next 3 months that they get that commission bump? Okay, so as Steph said, we get a baseline 25% commission of every single sale that we make. So like she said, you can join for the discount and sell to your mom and your sister. That's totally fine. Roll Tide, we should do that. You will get 25% of that one lip gloss that you sell to your mom. That's amazing. I love making extra money. Why would you not want to do that? But also, if you sell more than that, and if you decide to build a business and create a client base, we have personal sales bonuses. So our first personal sales bonus is at $750 in sales. That normally gets you, I should have done the math on what the paycheck is, but that normally gets you a 30% commission. So they are bumping everything up an additional percentage. So now the 750 personal sales bonus is a 35% base commission, which is typically where our comp plan maxes out. So your very first pay increase is going to be what Stephanie and I usually make when we max out our sales. I told Steph that I want to rejoin Beautycounter right now because this compensation bump is insane. So at 750, you'll get 40%. So you get 35% starting off, no matter what. That lip gloss that you're selling to your mom and your sister, that's 35%. So I might have misspoken. At 750, it's 40% back in commission, 1,500 in sales, 42% back in commission. And when you max out the compensation plan, like Steph and I were just talking about, we typically do, that is 45% back in commission, which I've never made 45% in commission with Beautycounter. I feel like that is just absolutely incredible. So that is sort of a short-term incentive for joining Beautycounter, but I think it's really advantageous because it teaches you how to do this job and how to get yourself out there and talk to people and share Beautycounter. And it's kind of exciting. As Steph and I were saying last night on a team call, that energy it's contagious. When you get excited about something and you get some momentum under your feet, you want to keep doing that thing. And like she said, Beautycounter incentivizes us all the time with all the fun things. So this is like an additional for someone like me who joined for the income. This is like the ultimate incentive, is joining and earning an extra like baseline commission is just a huge, huge win. I don't know if you've noticed, but right now my gas prices are getting a little bit high. I just had some groceries delivered and my husband laid it all out on the counter and he was like, is this really $215 worth of groceries? Because it wasn't all that much stuff. And that's just sort of where we're at right now. So everyone is probably in need of a little bit of extra cash. And it is just a really good time to jump in with Beautycounter and have that extra cash. I know it doesn't seem like it because it's literally August, but Christmas is around the corner. If you're able to get in now, Stephanie said that she joined in August and she had a really fantastic business built by November and December and was able to have some extra spending money for Christmas for her family that year. So it's a really advantageous time to join. And there's a huge opportunity to make Beautycounter a business if you want it to. Like we said, you don't have to make it a business. If you want to jump in like Stephanie did and join for the discount, spoiler alert, you might get excited and might not end up joining for the discount. You might have heard her say she's an executive director now. But if that is where you're at right now, that's totally fine. But please know that there really is an enormous income potential opportunity for you. And that truly is for everyone. If you're willing to put yourself outside of your comfort zone, trust the experts, which in this case is me and Stephanie, and the resources that we have available to you, the World Changers organization that we represent. There are just so many resources, people, coaching, trainings, etc., available to you. And we would love to help equip you to make this whatever you want it to be. And that really is the beauty of a job like this. It can be whatever you want it to be. If you have been following me for a while, you might know that we've had a really difficult couple years. We struggled with some secondary infertility. I almost died in childbirth after the second baby was born, which thank God we're glad she's here. I'm glad I'm here. But there were a lot of times that I had to put this business hard down and like set it all the way down. And I get to come back to it because this job is flexible. And if you're looking for something like that or needing something like that in the season of life that you're in, which let's be honest, we're all kind of in crazy seasons of life right now. I just want you to know that this opportunity is here for you. Stephanie and I are here for you. Whoever invited you to this call is here for you. We want to hear from you and hear your questions and all of it. We just are excited that you're here and thinking about the opportunity. So I don't want to take up your whole evening. I'm going to send it back to Steph to close this out. If you have any questions, please drop them in the chat while she's talking so that we can answer them before we finish up.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for bringing up all of that, Abby. You know, we have had time to share our stories. We have had, you know, time to talk about the perks of being a brand advocate with Beautycounter, the economic opportunity that is here for you. And, you know, my personal story, like Abby mentioned, is that I joined Beautycounter in August. I launched my business in September and was able to take full advantage of our busy quarter, which is the fourth quarter. And, you know, for me, I feel like that really allowed me to walk out of the end of that year with a solid customer base and an established business to build on that really propelled me for the next year. When I hit director, I started building a team. And so, you know, what I would say is like, I think there's no better time, you know, in the year to join than the month of August. And that was my path. And I just cannot recommend it enough. You know, hey, if you are hearing this and you want to join Beautycounter to make it more affordable and to offset some of these rising costs that we're all feeling, great. Let's talk. We want you here. If you are wanting to financially contribute to your family so that you can have particular schooling for your children, that's my story. I'm here for that. Great. What if you are someone who's wanting to pay for a particular vacation for your family? That's great. What if you're wanting to pay down debt? Great. Do you hear what I'm saying? Wherever you are in this, we're here for you. And our job is to help you decide what you want out of Beautycounter and to help you find your voice in it and to make your path and to build your business. And so, you know, Abby and I would be honored to have conversations with you about that. Honestly, we are not in the business of sugarcoating things. And so we'll tell you what the real, the hard, the good, what it all looks like. And so, you know, what I would say as my biggest charge is, you know, why now? Join right now. Well, you heard all of these reasons. And then if there's questions, if there are any concerns or thoughts that you want to process, just reach out to us individually. We're here for you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time, guys.
Yeah, I'm so glad you guys were here. Y'all let us know any questions that you have. We are here and always available, and just pumped that you spent your evening with us. So thanks for hanging on our last minute Instagram live. Bye, y'all.
Bye.